So when we talk about SEO, what are we even referring to? Well, SEO stands for search engine optimization. And in this case, the search engine that we're optimizing for is Google. Google has around 90% of the market share of search engines. So when we talk about search engine optimization, we're most likely always talking about Google. There are other search engines like Bing and Yahoo, but most of the traffic in most of the world searches for things through Google. So what does it mean to optimize a website for search engines? Well, in a very simplistic view, what we're doing is we're trying to show Google that our website is valuable enough to be listed for important keywords. Now we're going to cover keywords in depth in just a little bit, but what we need to know now is that keywords are just words that people type in that have a set of results. Some keywords will be more popular, other keywords will be less popular. So I'm going to open up Google and just do a quick Google search with you guys. So let's do keyword research tools, and these are the results we get, right? So I want you guys to notice different sections of content that come up when we do a search on Google. So we have this whole section right here. Okay, that's one whole section. And if you guys notice right here, we have this little bolded little word that says ad, right? So these are paid ads on Google, and this is not SEO. So this is a totally separate side of digital marketing. This is Google Ads, pay-per-click, whatever you'd like to call it. This is not what we're going to be covering in this course. What we are going to be covering in this course is everything under and everything above, also the bottom ads. Sometimes there's ads on the bottom, not for this specific keyword. And so with SEO, what we're doing is we're trying to improve the chances of showing up for these organic results, right? So all the results down here, as we can see, there's no ad here on the left, as we can see up here. All these results are organic results that Google is deciding to show in this specific order because of their algorithm. Before we talk about their algorithm, I do want to quickly talk about ads for a second. I'm not sure if you guys have noticed, but over time, the Google Ads section, so the section above a lot of these organic listings, has changed quite a lot. So if we look up Google Ads 2010, and we just take a look at some of these images, we can see how different it was, right? So back then, the ads had a yellow background highlight to them, and it was very, very obvious that those links were ads. And now if we notice, the only difference between the organic results and the paid results, right? So the ads are up here, is this tiny little word that's in bold. And so why is Google doing that? Google makes money off people clicking on these ads and off people paying for these ads, right? So that's their main business model. And so what Google is doing here is they're basically trying to trick people into clicking into these paid ads, making them look like organic listings. But regardless, what we need to know is that we're working with the bottom stuff down here. So we're working with these organic results. It's just interesting to know how Google makes their money and how over time they're making the paid results look a lot more like the organic results. Google definitely knows what they're doing. So let's talk about this algorithm that everyone always talks about when we talk about SEO, algorithm changes, and how we should all be worried about the next algorithm change, right? This is something that we need to talk about. So how much do we actually know about Google's algorithm? Well, we actually know a decent amount about it, but no one really knows 100%, right? People learn about the algorithm through running experiments on Google and by dissecting the Google patterns. So it is said that Google has approximately 200 ranking factors. And what is a ranking factor? So a ranking factor is just a specific characteristic of a website that can help that website perform better organically on Google. So I'll give you guys an example. One of the ranking factors that Google has is making sure that your website is mobile friendly. If your website is mobile friendly, Google will consider your website a little bit more valuable than a website that might not be mobile friendly. Obviously, there's a huge amount of complexity to that argument, but the main thing is there are specific characteristics of a website that Google prefers to be in a certain way, and so we need to follow those rules. So in this course, we're going to talk about all the things that have been proven to work. And if you follow this course, you will have a very good grasp of what works on Google. And with work and consistency on your website, this course will give you the exact blueprint to getting to the front of Google. But the question is, why do we want to do well in the organic results if we can just pay Google and show up for the ads? Most people don't have very deep pockets to spend on Google ads, but regardless if we did, we'd always prefer free traffic over paid traffic, right? So this is consistent traffic that would come to our website absolutely for free. And once you're doing well on Google and you're ranking for a keyword that's very powerful and very relevant to your business, you're getting a continuous flow of traffic to your website that's most likely converting, right? So imagine showing up for a very powerful keyword like lawyers in New York, right? If you're number 1, number 2, number 3 in the front page for lawyers in New York, you're going to get a lot of people to your website, and that's going to give you a lot of business. You're not going to have to pay every time someone clicks on your website, and you'll be able to generate a lot of lifetime business, right? This is something that's very sustainable for business, any type of business. Now, before we move forward, let's manage some expectations. Number one, SEO is a long-term game, and I cannot stress this enough. If there's anyone telling you that they can rank your website in 2 months, then run the other way. SEO is a long-term play that we need to be committed to. Don't expect to rank a website in less than 6 months. And if it's a brand new website, probably more than that. If you need results right now for your business, then SEO might not be the best choice. Instead, I recommend you look at pay-per-click, things like Google ads, and also social ads. So Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest ads, all of those. You can pay to get traffic to your business instantly. Second thing we need to talk about to manage some expectations. It's very hard to start in SEO, but it is easy to grow. So Google has a very hard time trusting new websites, and that's for good reasons. You need to earn Google's trust by following the rules and showing them that you're doing things right. But once Google trusts the website, so 6 months, a year down the line, that's when things get easier. So if you're frustrated because you have a brand new website and nothing's happening and you're getting no traffic and you're publishing all this content, then you need to have patience because these things will take time. And the third thing I want to talk about is we need to play by Google's rules. Again, I'm sure you guys have heard of algorithm changes. We're going to talk about the algorithm a lot more in this course, but Google will have algorithm changes. So that's just when Google decides that a specific factor might be more important than before. As an example, in early 2015, Google decided and announced that if your website wasn't mobile friendly, your website was falling behind. So we previously talked about this. So everyone had to go out and make sure that their website was mobile friendly. We'll be covering the algorithm a lot more later on in this course. So to summarize, guys, in a very simplistic view, what we're trying to do is show Google that our website is valuable and it's worth being in those search results, right? In the results for the keyword that someone types into Google. So how do we do this? Well, from a bird's eye view, SEO is basically broken down into 4 main sections. This might not mean anything to you right now, but I just want to outline the 4 main sections of SEO. So number 1, we want to find and optimize for the right keywords. Number 2, we want to create consistent high quality content. Number 3, we want to improve our on-page, right? A lot more on that later. And number 4, we want to gain authority through link building. We're going to talk about all these things very, very in depth. I just wanted you guys to understand the 4 main sections of SEO. So let's start with this first idea, keywords. I'm sure you guys have heard of keywords in the past, and if you haven't, we're about to dive deep. So I'll see you guys in the next chapter.